I wanted to just talk to you today a little bit more about coping with the loss of a pet. And now this is a brochure I picked up when I was at the vet. It's a service I didn't know about. It's run by the Blue Cross. Now, where I have my rats cremated, hey Ruby, hello, hey darling. Where I have my rats cremated, Sue is a pet bereavement counsellor, and she's helped me a lot over the years when I've had a traumatic loss, a sudden loss, or a young rat, and I've been really devastated and unable to cope. Talking about it really does help, as I've mentioned to you. And I just wanted to say to you, the loss doesn't get easier, and for where I've lost a lot of rats over a few years, it's getting so hard for me. It's one of the reasons I have to take a break now, because emotionally I am so drained with the loss, and I've lost people from family members, and it's all caught up with me, and that's contributing to my physical health deteriorating, and then having an injury as well. And my house needs so much work doing to it, because it's just a nightmare house, constant water leaks, things needing repairs, and there is just so much to be done that I need to take a bit of time out. So Robbie is my last rat for now, and I was just heartbroken at losing Primrose, because the guilt I felt that I may have got the timing wrong. Maybe I should have given her a few more days, and I just wasn't doing well. I couldn't stop crying. Some people that know me well have never seen me this bad, because I normally put on the brave face, which is a bad thing to do, but I think when I'm helping other people, they don't want to see me really upset. So I just couldn't control this. And even now, a month later, over a month since losing Primrose and Brandon, I'm still not doing well. I'm not doing well at all. But my 40-minute talk with Sue, with my pet bereavement counselling, she's so positive that she really helped me to put it into perspective that this is not the end, that it's going to be a break and then the start of something new. And rats have been such a huge part of my life, and I've had rodents since I was a child, so I've got so many years of having animals, and the thought of not having an animal at all is absolutely killing me. I just don't think I can deal with it. So this brochure, I don't think you'll be able to read the writing on it, but I put pictures up on the Facebook page a few weeks ago. But it's talking about grieving for the loss of a pet, whether it's through death or enforced separation. And it says that feelings of despair and loneliness and depression can be overwhelming. There's a sense of guilt and self-doubt, especially when you've had to euthanize or rehome a pet, and how empty your life will suddenly feel. And it's just saying that they're normal, and it's to do with the special bond you had between your pets. And as lots of you know, unfortunately not everyone understands the grief, and it makes you very lonely. So what they're doing with the Blue Cross is they support pet owners if you have to rehome your animal because you've had to move to another house, or you have health problems, you can't look after your animal, making a decision to say goodbye, and for whatever reason, with your rat or your other pet has to be put to sleep, just to help you deal with it. And they have a support line, and it said it's confidential, telephone and email, and there is the phone number there for the UK. I hope in other countries, I know in some other countries there are similar services, but there is the UK phone number. Open every day from 8:30 AM to 8:30 PM, and that is the Blue Cross email. So sorry about my shaky hands a bit. I'll try and put that down. And they also do a pet memorial service where if you visit them on the website here, you can talk about your animal and post pictures. So that's the numbers again. And I just wanted to let you know it is perfectly normal to feel really upset. You need to be kind to yourself. Remember your rat or your other animals, and it does get better eventually, but it takes a really long time to get over it because of the bonds that you have, and people who don't have rats, they just do not understand, and it is so upsetting. And the thing I hate most that you will have maybe come across is people go, oh, it's just a rat, or it's only a rat. That is the most hurtful thing they can say, and it just shows their total lack of consideration and understanding. And if you've got people like that in your life, you need to ignore what they're saying, and you need to talk to somebody who really does understand. And if there isn't anyone, then join in a local rat group, or online rat group, something like that, where people have rats, or something like this that with the Blue Cross. And if you have your rats cremated or buried with a specialist service, they often have pet counsellors, pet bereavement counsellors who can help. So you shouldn't feel bad and say, this is 5 weeks on for me and I am feeling dreadful, absolutely dreadful, and I still really don't know how I'm going to manage when I have to have this enforced break. And I'm just going to have to keep as busy as I can, and I would say to you that you have to find something else to keep you busy if you have another hobby or something, but nothing is ever going to replace your rats. It's not going to fill that void that they've left behind, but for your own self-preservation you have to find a way to carry on. And I've also been looking into the way that, you know, maybe we can keep contact with rats through friends that have rats, through rescue centres, going and visiting them and handling the rats and playing with the rats. And it's something I'm going to have to do, because life without rats for me is just unbearable. So, you know, don't suffer in silence. Find someone you can talk to and find a way that you can carry on and make plans for the future. If you can't have rats immediately, maybe you can a little way further down the line. So don't give up, and, you know, just find someone to talk to, someone who understands.